Welcome everybody to the Hot Dish Podcast, where it's got a little bit of everything that's always good. I'm your host Jordan. Today I have Travis with me.
Hello.
Travis, what's going on?
God, not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot.
A lot of work. Not a lot of games to play. I feel like.
Not a lot of games to play. We've not been playing games in a while. Oh, it's been a lot.
I feel like we've been going back to to some good old ones. If we are playing games, like we've been playing a lot of Overwatch again. Waiting for Overwatch 2.
Overwatch 2 just got announced.
The
beta.
The beta's coming out sooner than expected.
Yeah, not really though. Sooner than expected. Yes, sooner than it should have come out. Absolutely. They delayed it for so long because they were trying to they wanted to put the game out with the PvE, which I didn't think they were gonna do that. So I don't know. I like how some Jimmy came to work that day. He's like, dude, how about we just don't release the games at the same time? Like we'll play multiplayer out later.
What if we take the release date and we move it over here?
Yeah, like Halo's done that. Halo did that too. The multiplayer came out. I think multiplayer came out early, and then the campaign came out.
Well, it still came out much later than expected.
And then the co-op is still not out for for Halo.
Well, and the co-op was supposed to come out at the same time. As season 2 for multiplayer was supposed to be released, and now they're saying that it's not going to be released with season 2 either.
For Halo?
Yeah.
Really?
They said the co-op campaign was supposed to come out at the same time of season 2 for multiplayer, and now it's being pushed even further.
Oh, great.
But
they're still in season of
this first season's supposed to go to May.
I thought it was until March.
Wasn't it?
I thought or February. Maybe it was March. I don't remember.
I knew it was going to last a long time. Yeah. I thought it was speculation until May.
Holy cow. Well, yeah, because I know for Overwatch, they just announced that it's a closed beta, so everyone had to sign up for it. Apparently, it crashed right away. So a ton of people signed up for it, more than they expected. So I don't expect to get in because I signed up and I had no issues. So it was after they opened up the thing to fix the crash.
Did they already close signups?
I don't know if they closed signups, but I was able to sign up. But with the game, Overwatch League is coming out or starting in May, so they're the pros right now actually have access to the game, to a closed beta version. Yeah, because they have 2 months or 3 months to practice.
They should have had access way earlier.
Oh, yeah. The game should have been out way earlier. So yeah, they're playing right now 5v5, the Sojourn, the new push map, couple new. They're editing maps, which is I think smart. They're doing kind of like. I don't know what the other game does it, but night versions of maps.
Okay.
As well,
yep.
Which is just looks something different.
I know Rocket League has the day version, night version.
Sure. So maybe that's what it is. Okay. So they're doing stuff like that. So the pros have access to it now, as well as obviously a lot of the devs. Which I was like, obviously would the devs have it? They're in open access. So it's apparently they don't. I don't know what's going on over Blizzard because
no, that's super strange.
The last hero was Echo. That was over a year ago, I believe.
God, it was.
Yeah.
And Echo's trash.
Echo's trash, yeah. At our skill level.
Wow.
And so we just been waiting for so long, and this update came out, and they're like, yeah, this is happening. And I just wish, obviously it made sense that, if you're pushing back your Overwatch 2, Overwatch has been mainly multiplayer.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't you release that first if you're so worried about your campaign? Because it's not going to say that's not going to crash and burn, but more likely it's going to crash and burn, and no one's going to care about it.
And with the release, it's not something I'm looking forward to.
No,
it's the multiplayer.
Yeah, because you don't have to pay for it. If you have Overwatch 1, you get Overwatch 2 incorporated into it.
Yeah.
And that's what it's just going to become is Overwatch 2. Your little desktop icon.
Which is great because you don't have to buy the new game. You just get it.
Yeah,
which is fine. I think it's the way they had to go.
Yeah, because everyone's going to be doing that eventually. Valorant is free to play. Halo multiplayer is free to play. Warzone is free to play, right? Call of Duty Warzone's free to play.
Fortnite, PUBG, all the BR type games are free to play.
Yeah, so you have to that's what they're going to have to do in order to just survive, and which those games are doing great.
And now with Microsoft, with the acquisition of obtaining Activision, right?
Yeah.
They have it on their Game Pass, which it's not free to play, but it's damn near.
Yeah.
For all upcoming Call of Duty games.
Oh, really? I know that.
Well, I imagine they're going to be incorporating that.
Well, I know with the acquisition of the Blizzard and or Activision and altogether, I think they're gonna do another year. This next Call of Duty is gonna be
cross platform
and stuff like that on PlayStation, all that stuff. And they said that's, well, we can't guarantee anything else. But it's probably just gonna be like a Game Pass. So it's gonna be funny when Game Pass comes to like or PlayStation or something like that, a version of it.
They have their, I guess they don't have necessarily like a Game Pass. They still have like a free. What do they have? The PS Net has.
Yeah, PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, free games of the month or sales. Yeah, I know, and.
I mean, they're not great.
Yeah, yeah. Game Pass has been doing phenomenal for everything that's been happening. Because I know that right after the acquisition came out, I know a bunch of games that were not on the Game Pass. All of a sudden, like, oh crap, this game is on the Game Pass. I can't remember it after what happened after it came out.
I know Halo was on there immediately. The entire Master Chief Collection, everything's on there.
Games. When did it happen? Recently. I'm trying to figure out what games came out recently that were on there.
So it was Activision Blizzard that was bought out by them, right?
Correct.
So does that mean the upcoming Diablo, Overwatch, I mean, all of Blizzard's basically esports titles are going to be on there? Yeah? I'd imagine.
Well, I know that, like, they already have EA Play. So if you have Game Pass, you get all the EA Play games on there as well.
I haven't. I don't have EA.
I know. Neither do I. But if you just get it. So, like that's how we got, I'm trying to see here. I thought, because I know all the Star Wars games are on here. I'm looking. Crap, I thought there was more. Madden's on there. Stuff like that.
They're still making new Maddens.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
New NBAs, new FIFAs.
Yeah. Did you see, like, when Tom Brady retired? It's like when he wasn't the first in Madden, now when he wasn't in, like, the newest Madden. Like, he's been in Madden for, like, 2002 or something like that.
Oh, Jesus. Has this player gotten any better?
Player model's gotten better. So funny.
Going back to Overwatch, they're getting rid of a tank position, right? Because they're going 5v5.
Yeah, so they're going 5v5
one tank.
and one tank. And
main tank.
So they're going to be buffing a lot of the tanks. Like, actually, right when the thing came out, the news came out. Overwatch. They said that they're going to be reworking Bastion, which we've seen. Shoot.
We have to go up against more Bastion comps.
Oh, it's going to be a lot more Bastion comps. But Bastion's not going to be turret form, it's just going to be a quick ability. There it is. So it's going to be 5v5. They got a new hero, Sojourn, 4 new maps, new escort map, a new hybrid map. They're getting rid of the Assault, which is like Hanamura, Paris. They're getting rid of that game mode completely because it's just like not balanced.
It's really not.
And they're adding the new push map, which is really cool because it's just kind of like tug of war, but you're like it's kind of like push of war.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you're leading on a robot to the other enemy's base, and then they're trying to fight you for it. If they win, it walks faster and then gets to the other barrier, and then it pushes another barrier to the other base. So it's just kind of like push whoever can get furthest in the time slot, or whoever can get to the end first.
So what's... Well, I was going to ask what's the difference between that and the game mode that already exists, but I guess that's a one-sided, you have attack and defense. This one is primarily attack.
Yeah.
And then you just...
Yeah, just
you try to take control of the middle.
Yeah, so it might be good to have, like that. I think that one will lead to either very... I think that one will lead to very, like... I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, would that be better for, like... I'm not trying to think of GOATs, because GOATs was... Everyone was identical. It was 3 tanks, 3 support, and that was awful. They don't do that anymore. But it was... I'm just trying to think of, like, something might be better attacking, but not as better at defending the point. But I guess you don't have to defend the point. You just have to not die. And then if you win the fight, you can move forward. But that goes for every game mode. One more thing. So, then there's hero reworks. The ones we've seen are Bastion and Sombra. Sombra can hack more often, but doesn't do as much.
Okay.
I think. Like, it doesn't take all of your abilities, I don't think. Or something like that.
Because, even how Sombra is built right now, it's such a nuisance.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Doomfist is getting a rework, and Orisa's getting a rework, which we haven't seen.
They haven't announced the rework.
They
for
haven't.
Odyssey yet?
They haven't. Yeah, they haven't shown anything. I don't think I've seen anything. My people that are watching could do some research for me. That'd be great. But Bastion, we know Bastion's gonna get his turret mode is just gonna be like I think it's a mode he can jump into, and he can be in it for like.
It's no longer permanent.
Yeah, it's like 10 seconds or something like that. I don't know exactly.
So it has a cooldown on the turret.
Yeah, and then his ultimate is then he can become stationary, and then he uses the artillery mode, and he can put down 3 artillery shots.
Okay.
He gets like above view from like Doomfist type of thing, and he can shoot 3 spots, which is cool because then maybe you can be able to stop those bunker comps that are hiding behind 3 shields. You can just put the turret stuff behind them or those spots.
That's cool.
As people have rumored has it that Doomfist is going to become a tank.
Oh God.
Because they're like they need to add more tanks, and the tanks are going to get buffed anyway. So
I'd be down to learn him as more of a tank player.
It'd be cool because my only concern is like most of the tanks are bigger targets. Doomfist isn't that much bigger than most, or bigger. He's like most DPS.
Yeah, he's kind of comparable in size to like what your soldier or your.
Yeah. Maybe a little smaller than Zarya, but I don't know what they're gonna do if they're gonna create his player size smaller or bigger.
They would have to nerf his movement then too, not because he can get around pretty quick.
Yeah, he can. He's probably the highest mobility character in the game just because he can just move around so much and get up to multiple. Not necessarily speed in one go, other than maybe his punch, but he can just go from floor to the top top floor. So that's the aspect of it of what's going on. I know the pros are playing right now. They're all under NDA, so that none of them can like show anything.
Oh, and they can't show what kind of comps they're running.
Yeah, no. So they're just like doing scrims right now. The pro teams have been tweeting out pictures of like Sojourn and because all the pro teams get skins. Their color skins on their characters.
What's the lowdown on the new character? Where does he sit? What's his ability?
Sojourn is a girl.
Oh, okay.
We have seen gameplay of her. I can actually pull it up here on the screen. Let's see, Overwatch 2, Sojourn gameplay. I think we've seen gameplay of her. Have we not? I don't remember. Or a year ago. Yeah, these are. No one said anything. There's videos. I mean, yeah, here's a character. I'll pause it so everyone can see, and then. Can it go on the stream? If I do... Where's my mouse? Why is my mouse not here? Oops, I want that one. There you go. So I can do this. I'm not going to play audio, but that's what she looks like.
Okay.
She's, I assume, DPS.
Looks to be that way.
She has, like, a rifle-ish type of thing.
Which, if they're trying to rework tanks in their position, why not add another tank?
Right away? Yeah. Like, off the bat. Which I'm honestly hoping that this whole like Microsoft buying the whole dealio like allows them to put more people because it sounds like they only have like a group of 10. Oh, there's she playing. So like Soldier, a lot like Soldier.
Because she has the same projectile type rocket. It looks like
40 rounds instead of Holy Soldier only has like 30. But yeah, so why? Yeah, exactly. Why wouldn't you add a tank right off the bat? Because you know that they're gonna need the most help. But yeah, you can see like the whole art is all different too, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah. No, that's actually pretty cool.
So. Is it just me or does the game look less like polished with our style that is like how it is? To me, it just looks like
it looks plasticky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like kind of thinking like, wait a minute, it looks almost like.
It almost looks like a Fortnite skin.
Yeah. I just kind of thought of that now. Like, it doesn't look as polished as Overwatch 2's. Yes, it's not. It's all animation and stuff like that.
I feel like on certain maps of Overwatch as it is now, it has a lot more texture and it looks kind of gritty on certain maps.
Yeah.
But this looks very smooth and polished. Like, not necessarily as polished and finished as the original Overwatch is, but it looks very like plasticky. It looks like it has a film.
Yeah,
over
cartoony.
it.
Cartoon toys and stuff like that. But that's just what I think first. Because I mean all my settings are low, medium low, because I just want a high FPS.
Yeah.
But
which this game is so weirdly optimized that it doesn't necessarily matter too much.
This thing looks sweet. I'm excited to play.
So is that like a sniper round that she's shooting?
I don't know actually.
It must be just like a high damage.
It's not that much damage. She's hit targets well there to quarter of her health. I'm excited to see more of this stuff. We'll probably get end of April is when the open beta is. Or closed beta.
Mm-hmm.
If any of us get in.
No, that'd be really cool to see. I hope enough people put their name in the hats that someone gets picked.
I mean, I would talk about all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully one of us gets picked. Because I would like to get gameplay on here because I just want. I told Austin. Austin picked up Elden Ring. I was like, hey, could you record like an hour or so of gameplay for me? He's like, yeah. I texted him last night. He's like, did you ever record that hour of gameplay? He's like, ooh, I did not do that yet.
Oh, whoops. No, this makes me excited to watch competitive again because it's been a while since I've kept up with competitive Overwatch.
Yeah, and we're gonna do. I think what is it? May 5th? Is that when we said? Is that when Overwatch 2 beta? Overwatch 2? Or no, Overwatch League. They tell me the date. Probably not gonna tell me the date.
Schedule on that pool. I was just announced 3 days ago.
May 5th. Yeah, I thought so.
May 5th. Okay, so it's coming up. It's decently close. It's March now.
May 5th is a Thursday.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, because actually this year the map pool is actually kind of small, or not map pool. These are the maps they're playing on. So
3 control, 2 push, 3 hybrid, and then 4 escort.
Yeah, so City Royale is a new escort map, and then Midtown's a new hybrid map. And obviously the 2 push maps, which we've also seen. Let's see here, push. Yeah, so this is just that kind of tug of war. This is one of the new Colossal maps. Let's see here. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, and so I'm excited to get back into. There's no new teams this year, but I've seen it sucks because I've watched these players for a long time, and so I know some of these players have been playing since day one, and it's sad to see all these players retire, or go to other games. It's more hard seeing them retire, or like I know in the Korean government, like they have to serve army time, and so like if they're in a sport, this is a job, and they can postpone it. So I've seen a lot of players retire, and they're like, yeah, I have to go into the military now. It's like, oh shit, dude, that sucks.
That's so weird. What a massive change for them.
Yeah,
but then at the same time, all these orgs are dropping players, and now this has continuously gotten pushed back. How far?
Yeah,
they had to be worried at some point.
Yeah,
of like, okay, we just got rid of this guy.
I do feel really bad for someone that like announced retirement like a week ago, and then Overwatch 2 gets announced this week. You're like, I would have stayed.
Yeah.
Because they literally the day that got announced, they all got access to it, and so which is great. But obviously some teams have, if Overwatch 2 or Overwatch 2 didn't come out sooner than later, maybe they're not in like a team house right away. So some players are just like literally waiting. Oh, that's what Bastion is. It's not a turn. It's
Oh, it's like a movable.
He's in it for, or is he in it forever? How long was he in it for? Until he ran out of ammo?
Oh, it looks like it has a cooldown there. Okay, and that's the Sombra.
Yeah, she can hack more.
She's individually hacking?
I don't think she got the last one off, and that was it.
Okay.
Ryan got 2 of those.
God, Ryan looks so good.
Yeah, Ryan can now cancel his charge, which I'm freaking excited for.
He looks so much faster, doesn't he?
Did they have a Lucio? No, he looked faster. You're right.
Maybe they just increased the mobility on some of the tanks just because they're
by themselves now. Yeah, it's gonna be weird as switching from when you're playing tank, you can't have your second tank like peel for you like a diva or something like that. You literally have to play frontline almost the entire time, otherwise your backline's gonna get toasted. Ooh, Hana. I love so Overwatch League, all the teams get custom skins, which it's great when you're watching because then you can see who you're rooting for, not just like red and blue up here. You can actually see what team they're on a little bit easier, which is funny because in game they don't see, they have to play default skins in game, So they have no team has no advantage if someone's playing like a darker color Reaper. He can't hide his shadows or whatever.
That makes sense.
I believe Sombra can hack and stay invisible.
Oh no, Christ!
I think so. Yeah, I'm excited to see now that like I said, now that Blizzard has Activision there. Hopefully they get a little more backing with it. Hopefully,
now that Microsoft has bought out Blizzard Activision.
Yeah, hopefully they get more like backing, and so we can get more updates. Like they already commented, Overwatch League. They're only going to major updates are going to come up between tournaments for Overwatch League. So they have May Melee, June Joust.
Oh, that'll be cool.
So like big updates, so that like players aren't getting stuck in the middle of the road. Like all of a sudden, like oh great, the goal is now farther back. I have to now my character that I've been practicing now sucks. I can't do anything. Ooh. Sweet.
That hammer was dope. That's cool.
2 fire strikes. I'm excited for that. Oh, Bastion's in his fucking little thing again, little bastard.
2 fire strikes is gonna be huge.
Yeah.
Because that with the ability to have it penetrate multiple enemies at a time, it deals so much damage.
I think
especially after dropping hammer.
Yeah, I don't know the whole thing if they've toned down the damage, because I think it does like 75 damage or like 100 damage. This is 100 damage, I think, which is a lot for like a little mini. This is Bastion, right? Yeah, he dropped. That was the artillery. Obviously, it wasn't really well placed, but I did like they did in the community update, experimental game mode.
Okay.
They actually did stuff like when Ana gets asleep, it appears in the kill feed.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. So you can see that the player was slept.
Yep, and it actually like it also put like a sleeping thing over the top of them, so you know they're sleeping.
Not that it matters, because someone's always just gonna
shoot them anyway.
Fucking wake them up anyway.
Which I don't know. Hopefully they bring that into the system. I know they talked about in the dev update that they're going to do there's gonna be a ping system apparently.
Yep, they're reworking pings, which I think is great.
Because I think there's pings in this game. Is there? Oh, right.
I thought there was. They just suck.
Oh, maybe it is.
I don't think they have as many ping options right now.
Sure.
I think it's only like 1.
Oh, got it.
But it's not very directional. It's not very updated and good.
Yeah, see, this is the push game mode. So when the bot is pushing a barrier, it's really slow. When it's going back, it walks a little faster. When an enemy or the opposing team comes next to the robot, it goes contested.
Okay. Sort of like how you're holding a hill, it becomes contested. It doesn't move one way or another.
Payload or anything like that. Holy cow! And these are pros. So I'm excited to see like our skill level suck at this and be like, yeah, let's do it. Oh, they might get it. Or no, that's a checkpoint. Yeah, so it won't go any. Oh yeah, you can see it up here. So they made it to the checkpoint. Zarya has 2 bubbles. She already has 2. She has 2 bubbles now, but she has 2 bubble reserve, so she can use both on herself or both on a teammate.
Okay.
Which is kind of nice. Which was neat for being a
So she could bubble
2
like
teammates.
2 teammates at one time.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd have to click both times, but
yeah.
Still potentially save them both from like a diva bomb or anything like that. I'm excited because I always fuck up my cooldowns. It's like, I wish I had it now! And just spam it. Or I scream at somebody, like a diva bomb's like, I don't have it for myself, get in front of me, and so someone like, or like, we're like both trying to run around a corner, and like they're in front of me like, no, just hold still, ah! Dang it. Yeah, I'm super excited. This is over, where's the date it came out? Over a year ago, I thought. Or no, this is 5 months ago is what it was. Jeez, go back up. But yeah, it'll be excited when we finally get to play it again, because it's almost been, I follow a Twitter account, and they like post a thing every single day stating like it's been like 500 days since Overwatch 2 got announced.
Oh my god.
But yeah. Other game, I don't know, Austin's been playing Elden Ring. Elden Ring looks like a lot of fun too.
And I know that was developed by the same people that developed Dark Souls, right?
Correct.
Which is the one thing keeping me from buying it.
Yeah, he gets.
Because I'm mauled.
I haven't seen him freak out because I've only been just watching his gameplay, but I think this is cool. And I don't know Dark Souls very well, but there's leveling in here. I know there's leveling in Dark Souls 2. You can add more health and stuff like that, but I think the leveling here is a little more forgiving, in my opinion.
And I've seen already that people have come out with baselines as to how high you should level a certain ability before it becomes quote unquote like not worth it anymore. So I've seen people put out those baselines as to where you should just stop leveling up one attribute about your character.
I think I'm gonna pick it up in like like May-ish, and I'm gonna put up 2 tents by the fire pit, and then we're gonna play Elden Ring at night, bar on the fire. So I'm gonna run like extension cords.
Are we doing every time someone dies on it? We take turns every time someone dies. You take a shot.
That'd be really bad. So that's what Cody said to do. He's like, you should make like potions, and then so it would not necessarily be a shot of the drink, but you have to take a drink.
Yeah. Of
the potion. And then, in like the magical taking substances to boost your skill, I was gonna buy smelling salts.
Oh God!
And so you just like stay awake. Just like, I need to take a hit. Ah, God!
I'm awake.
Yeah, just like 3 in the morning. And yeah, all I should have to do is like, if I have the little PC, Austin can bring whatever his PC. All I need is running a power cord or 2 out there, and then just a microphone, and then a camera. I wouldn't do that many cameras, so it shouldn't be that hard.
I think, because I know we've talked about doing the separate LAN PCs, and I know you're putting yours together as well, and I was talking about putting one together for the longest time. I think what I would want to do, and I know GPUs are getting easier to acquire. Mm-hmm. They're still insane. But I know I could go out and buy a 3090 right now for the same price that I paid for my 3080 Ti. Yeah. And that's, it hurts me, but I think what I'd rather do is I'd rather start moving towards a smaller form factor for my current just home build.
I'll say my 1660.
But and do that and then just have like a separate kit. So I just unplug it. I have the cords already ready to go, and I just take it with me.
That orange backpack over there has all my like extra cords for. I have 3 extra power cords, like PSU cords. I have display cords. I have this long ass HDMI, which you don't need HDMI, but I have it for stuff like this. And my mouse is not wireless, so that's really easy to take. And then the headset, I don't use a mic. My headset mic, I use a mic that's on my desk, but when I go to the LAN, I just take the headset mic with me. But I have the cord it's going out of the microphone, kind of like this guy here. Mm-hmm. There's an output. It goes out of my microphone under my desk, and then I just unplug from my desk or from the headset and leave the cord hanging there. And I have the cord that has like the audio toggle on the headset, which is really nice that I came with that. So yeah, right now I'm super mobile, but I just have to take that thing because now that chunk of a PC over there is giving my new one. I just have a ton of USBs on that are just kind of a pain in the butt because it's just like I don't want to take all this extra shit. But yeah, if we do that, if we do the outside thing, our Elden Ring it's technically multiplayer. There's some co-op. You just have to like you put down this. You have to be friends with the person. You have to put down this thing in game. You both have to have this item in the game. You put down this like this point, this like resurrection point, for example, and they see it in their game and they're like access it and then you jump into that person's game. But that person, the person game you jump into, you don't get the benefits of that, like killing that monster. I don't think, or like you didn't kill that monster technically, so you have to go back in your game and do it.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's why I was gonna buy it later on because hopefully Austin's further enough where he can just jump in my game and just we can
help you out. Okay.
But then it's also weird because after that monster's dead, they disappear, and so you have to lay down another one. So it's kind of weird. Okay. And there's only 3 players, so
how much content is there? Like how long does it take for a normal person? I know speedrunners have already completed it in an hour.
Really?
They're down to an hour. Wow. They beat the world record for the speedrun like twice this last week.
Jesus, I'd love to watch that.
But how much content is there?
I've seen like exploring wise. I've seen like if I saw one post that said like if you don't look at every nook and cranny, of the map, like 30 to 40 hours.
Which is still a decent.
Yeah.
Seems like a decent amount of time.
And so then it's like if you're going around running around, you're gonna die. Obviously, you're gonna die a bunch. It's probably 70 to 80 hours.
Okay.
So okay, that's fine. I
so
mean,
you can almost multiply it by 2 just by exploring and going.
Yeah.
Around.
Yeah, and it's just if you because this game it's not very linear. It's like open world, and so that's where you'll find like, oh shoot, I'm actually too low level to be here. Let me go back to this other spot and go fight. Oh, I found more stuff over here, and go through it.
Kind of in a sense of like in Destiny it has that open world landscape where you would go in and you go, oh, I'm too low of a level to go here. So
but actually like in the Destiny, like if you're too low level, you won't do damage at all. And here you do damage, it's just so low. It's
so
like,
low
you
that
might
it
just
almost doesn't matter.
Yeah, you might just...
You're going to get one shot anyways.
Yeah. Which I love seeing, because those speedruns, they go for, like... There's specifically a build in this game mode, in this game, that's literally, like Wretch or something like that. And you have a sword, might as well be wooden, and you have a loincloth. And that's all you have. And all your base points are at 10. And so it's like, these are for the... I read an article was like explaining each class, and that class was like, this is for your speedrunner or anyone that like literally just wants to hurt themselves because that game is good. It's gonna make you furious.
I couldn't do it. I feel like I could not.
Oh, I
could not.
I have Dark Souls 3. I have Sekiro. Star Wars Fallen Jedi is kind of like that. Fallen Order. But I think that's not as hard. I've not beaten them. I should really just sit down and play them. But I get distracted or.
I feel like there's no... That's my big issue right now. I am such a multiplayer competitive type of person that it's so difficult for me right now to pick up a single-player game. And I bought the new Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I bought the new Dying Light 2 that just came out, and I haven't touched them.
Sure.
And they weren't even on Steam sale. I just got them because I'm like, oh, dude, I remember playing Dying Light 1. I put so many hours into it. I was super excited. And I sit down now, like, I'm going to get home after work. And I'm like...
I think you, literally need to set a date for yourself to be like, I'm going to be playing single-player games this day. If anybody needs me...
Yeah, like, don't.
Don't need me. Yeah, that's why I'm, literally planning... this super extravagant thing. We don't need to be playing in my backyard in the grass, but I'd love to because it just sounds
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
Because I literally, I don't know why my brain does this, but I was like, I work at a place where I can go and get steel in the back in the dumpster. I want to see if I can make the silhouette of a sword and stick it in the fire. Kind of
that'd be cool.
Those games.
Yeah.
So just let it sit there. That'd be in the image. We have in April here we have the Switch Sports coming out.
Yep.
I'm probably gonna do a little get together for that. Maybe bring both my TVs and mount them here and here or something like that, so we can have multiple people playing if
that'd be cool.
We need to. Mario Strikers comes out. Have you seen that at all?
Mm-mm.
It's like soccer pretty much, but it's like every hero's got
so it's FIFA Mario version.
Kind of, but everyone's got powers and stuff like that, which is kind of cool.
Sort of like the Mario Tennis sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, this is Mario Strikers, and so I'm going to when this game comes out, which comes out in June, summer. I think it says summer 2022.
So they haven't actually released it yet.
Yeah, they're not released it yet. When it comes out, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna put once again, we're gonna go outside. We're gonna put a TV in my backyard, either facing the road or facing the house, depending if I want show people driving by. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna stand up and play in the grass.
That actually looks like a ton of fun.
Yeah, and so I was gonna try to, or I might go buy another projector and project it on the house, and
that'd be cool.
We can play. So we'll see, because it sounds like a ton of fun to have just a bunch of dudes in the backyard just screaming at each other. It's like, what are you guys doing? We're playing video games.
Playing soccer.
Yeah. And so and there's actually gear and stuff like that. So honestly, once again, this is like Mario Party. We get together for one weekend, we play it, we never touch it again. That's the issue. So that's why I try to make it as memorable.
I think our issue with Mario Party though, different from this, would be it takes so fucking long.
Well, because we play 50 turns. Or the biggest turn possible.
By the time the last 10 turns come around, we're like, dude, just fucking do whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just get it over with.
Yeah, I'm hoping they do. They didn't rumors that there's gonna be DLC for Mario Party Superstars.
Okay.
Yeah, look, you know, 8 players, so we could get, you know,
That's crazy.
if I could get, if it's one Switch, that'd be kind of impressive. I don't know any game that actually takes 8 controllers. If this does, that's awesome. But otherwise,
we can always hook up 2 Switches.
Yeah, we have 2 Switches, stuff like that. So I think it'd be great to have. It's just like all of us outside playing.
That's cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't do any of this shit. Yeah, I might have to do a projector in order to be big enough to everyone to see it. We'll see though. I bought a projector literally for my wedding, so I could project. We played Mario Kart at my wedding. I sold it because I didn't need it. I was like, I just need it. Which is funny. I said I sold it. I bought it. Amazon said it lost its package, so I got it for free. It showed up here, and they're like, "Oh my god!" Amazon's like, "Oh my god, we lost it. We're sorry. Do you want us to give you another one?" I'm like, "No, don't worry about it. Okay. I don't need it anymore."
Yeah, no, I'm good. That's all right.
Yeah, and so then I was like, I just sold it on like Facebook Marketplace for whatever, so it's like, well, now I should get another projector that's a little better, so that if we want to do something like that on the wall.
Did you see the new Samsung projector?
What's the new Samsung? There's probably always a new projector out.
Well, it's like it's actually kind of like this. It's a little cylinder that sits on a swivel base, and you can move it directionally depending on where you want to project your thing. So you could like put it on the ceiling. You could move it down. You could project it on like a slanted wall. So that's kind of cool.
Projector.
But you'd almost need something.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I don't have $900.
I didn't realize it was $900.
There is a projector. It was on my Amazon. Let's see here. Actually, hold on.
To be fair, I didn't realize it was $900. What am I casting?
Let's see here. I need more screens. That's what I need. Oh shit! I can't do that. Oh, that's what I can do, right? Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, whatever. We'll just do the logo back up. Ta-da. The projector I was looking at, or it popped up on my thing. Yeah, that's the one I bought. It was like $80.
Okay.
Or something like that, and I sold it for $60 or something like that. I'm like, I don't need it. These guys. These are just these are battery powered. So like this is a big chunky thing. Not that chunky, not that one. There's a different newer model. Bigger. I don't know. I was just trying to look at pictures here, or someone holding it. Yeah. So like this is battery powered, so it can 4 hour. So you can take it with you places. Like, okay, that's kind of cool, but then how are you playing anything? You still need power, like a laptop or something like that. Which. So it was a cool idea. Like if I would take it with me to go camping or anything like that, but it's like okay,
It's kind of one of those things where like you take it with to watch a movie or something for an hour or two, and then kind of just put it back away. It seems.
There's the chunky boy.
Holy cripes!
Maybe not. It's pretty big.
Looks like Gladys.
Yeah. That was all. I was like, I could get that because actually I brought this with me to go camping. It's just this big chunky battery. So like this is just a big battery bank pretty much. So this powered the projector, the Switch, and then we projected the Mario Kart inside my tent at my wedding. Like the tents went up like this, so just projected inside the tent. But at the end of the night, it was actually kind of fun.
I wish my family would do something like that. Or like people would be open to it.
I brought it out. I'm just like, hey, here's Mario. I turned it on and let it roll. And people are like, whoa, Mario Kart. So the people just running over there. It's like sweet. Yeah, because that way I literally didn't even plug in any or bring any power cord out there. That powered it for. I think that can power it for like 4 hours. I'm like, well, no one played it for that long, so it wasn't that big a deal. But since we're here, like, for all the stuff I want to do, I could just run an extension cord out there.
Mm-hmm.
And my Wi-Fi should be powerful enough to get out there. I can cover like 5,500 square feet with those Wi-Fi points. But I can just run an Ethernet cord out there as well. But yeah, I'm excited to just do those stupid things. It's like, yeah, we're only going to get to that one night, but I want it to be just memorable as possible.
Well, and then even then, like, you can do it over and over and over again. Like, you don't have to get rid of the projector. You don't got to get rid of the...
Well, I did.
But it's like, I've seen did a movie night. It was years ago where it was a white sheet basically hung up on PVC, just a PVC frame that we anchored down onto the ground, and we did a movie night outside like that. Like you could set something like that up too.
Yeah, I literally have a white sheet. It's actually in there, and I stapled the sheet to a piece of wood. That was just the length of the sheet, so it stayed taut as you're hanging it. So I can hang it forever. So when we did this for Halloween, we were hanging out candy. Alyssa and I actually sat on the porch, in our little porch, and I hung it from like the gutters, and we actually played Scooby Doo up on the screen. So the kids would walk by and like, whoa, what's going on? We wanted to do it against the garage, but like then we'd have to be facing. If we wanted to watch it, we'd have to face away from them walking behind us. So like, we'll just worry about it later. Yeah, it worked. I liked it. It was a lot of fun. So I'm excited to do the type of events where it's like once that hell goes away out there, it's fucking cold.
It was really cold today.
I went to the gym this morning. It was like I was like I didn't want to bring a bag, so I just like I usually wear my normal clothes, go there, change, and then do my workout and go back and then change and go home. I'm like I don't want to bring clothes. I'll just go there in my gym clothes.
Oh,
went there, ran to the gym because it was really cold. After I parked, I did my workout for an hour, and then I went and got the girls coffee. But when I walked out of the gym, I took off my hat and just like steam.
Oh.
And then I put it back on. Like holy shit, that's cold. It was frozen outside.
No, yesterday it was the wind chill that sort of sucked, and now today it's a standing cold.
Yeah, and there's people running outside.
There are school children running outside for their school.
Is that I don't know? Yeah, because my dog was just barking, and I was just like, "What are you barking at?" And I just turned around and see I've been like 30 people, just like not all in a group, but just like just going.
There was a sign. There's that tennis court that's over here. There was a sign towards the entrance of the school that said 2 mile pointing towards the school, 5K pointing towards the road.
I should do a 5K.
I wouldn't be able to do a 5K.
It's only 3 miles. Just over 3 miles.
I might be able to do a 5K, but I'd have to get back in the car.
I need to get back into running. I was on the treadmill. I do like 3.5 miles per hour on the treadmill and like a high incline. And I burn like 800 calories. Apparently.
What I need to develop and focus on, especially if we're going to start looking at moving into somewhere a little more permanent, is I need to have a way to work out and have weights at home.
Sure.
Because a lot of my ambition clears itself out by the time I get to the gym. Because it's as stupid as it sounds. It's I get home and I go, okay, I'm gonna get my stuff together. I'm gonna go to the gym, packing up my stuff. As I'm heading there, I'm like, I don't want to fucking do this. But it's like I get spur of the moment. Like, man, I could really work out right now. It'd be so easy to just go in the other room, do a workout, use free weights.
Yeah, I would love to have a spot to do a gym, but it takes a lot of space. If you want a lot of stuff, which eventually either I have to get a heated garage. I get a big enough garage, make sure it's heated, and then like that third stall would be like a small gym.
Yeah,
it'd be really cool. If we could just like.
The equipment itself isn't bad. It's just having the space.
Weights are really expensive, actually. Like the literally steel plates are actually pretty expensive.
And that depends too if you buy new.
Yeah,
there's a lot of secondhand. I see a lot of people selling like secondhand ones that are stupid cheap.
That's Snap Fitness or not Snap Fitness. The Stay Fit I go to. It's all the stuff is actually from the Gold's gym. So literally, they say Gold.
Oh, that's funny.
That's what it was beforehand. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I would love to have that. Have a gym in my just like thing, but yeah, that's the thing though, because like I pay for the membership and it's like okay, I'm paying for this, I'm gonna go. Yeah, that's my mindset.
That's your motivator to go.
It's like then you're see the wets like, well, I already paid for it. I can use it later. We're still putting into debate on whether or not at the end of this year we're gonna look for a house. Sure.
Because we have a decent chunk of money saved up that we're going to use for the down payment. And I know they sort of tell you 20%.
Have you gone to the bank yet?
What's that?
Have you gone to the bank yet?
We haven't gone to the bank to talk loans.
Yeah, we went to the bank. We went to the bank here, and Alyssa wasn't a member at the time, so we just made a membership. And then at the time, we needed to do something. My credit was I didn't have any credit. I didn't have a credit card. I had like renter's credit and stuff like that.
You probably had credit from school.
I didn't have any loans.
Oh, really?
No loans. I didn't. So I had just like renter's credit, and so I bought a credit card in 2019, or got a credit card in 2019. We waited like the 9 months to a year, and I got my credit score to the 700, mid 700. This was exponential. It was 800, whatever.
I wish.
And so we went there to talk about loans, just to get information on what stuff we need and like how much it would cost us. Like, what are you looking? She just gave us information, and she's like, and then 9 months later we came back to her and she's like, all right, you're ready to go. And she just said, so I advised like maybe just schedule a thing like, hey, we'd like to talk to somebody about getting information about getting a loan.
The one thing that we're trying to avoid, and I have family in insurance, I have family in realty, and that's who I've kind of been talking to a little bit more as we get closer, because we're trying to do everything at once. We have our wedding, we want to plan the honeymoon, and then we want to buy a house after. And I know as we buy a house, she also wants to buy a car, because she has just this rinky-dink little Focus that she's been driving for years. Yeah. But everything is being done at once, so it's really hard to plan out what.
Okay, yeah.
But so we've been talking to them, and they're basically telling us if it's not 20% down, you're paying for an additional like insurance unless you do like 2 loans towards the payment.
Yes and no. We didn't do 20% down. We did honestly with what I was told when we went to the credit union, which is now Magnify.
Yeah, that threw me off.
Yeah, it's weird. Is that it's first time you get the whole first time home buyer thing, so you don't necessarily need the 20%, because 20% is a lot.
It's a lot.
We put 10% down. So we put $20,000 down.
And that's what we currently have.
Yeah.
And that's why we were like, yeah, we could probably make that work. And now we're talking to people, and they're like, well, no, you should. 20% is like where you want to be in. I'm like,
well, you're honestly a lot better than most people I've seen. A lot of Alyssa's friends, they've like literally gotten the house and they put like $2,000 down.
Oh yeah, I have a friend that did the same thing. He went through the new home buyers program, and I think he said they put down like 5 or 6.
Yeah. So honestly, $20,000 is not that bad, because you just the home buyers program, you get a bunch of discounts and benefits. And our insurance last year was fine. Obviously, we had hell. This year, actually, we have to pay in, which sucks.
Oh, really?
Together, we have to pay like $800 in, which is like, okay.
Is it not terrible?
No, yeah, $400 each, which is like Cody had that too.
Really?
Yeah, he had $400. I don't know. I haven't talked to Austin yet, but apparently, I don't know what hit us, because like I was on unemployment two years ago now, and I started working at my job a year ago. This month, a year ago. So I had 3 months of unemployment last year. But when I took unemployment, I made sure to take taxes out of it right away. So I don't know what I'm getting hit with. So we're like, really, I think it's the second year home buyer thing.
And that might be.
Sucks.
Might be that you're not putting enough money into like the loan.
I don't know. Our loan is $1,200. Our mortgage is $1,200. We do $1,400 to get more back. And we did stuff like we donated this year. We donated to charity. We did $900 for our wedding. We donated that, and apparently we got like $300 back. So it's like, why do we owe anything? I don't understand.
I moved into a new position for work, which I am grateful for, because my salary and then my commission on top of that is exponentially more than what I made at my last position.
But that was just recently.
Recently, so I saw what my W-2 came in, and I saw what I made for the previous year. I'm like, hey, I was really happy with that, because it's still the most I've made previously. And I was really looking forward to tax returns, because I claim 0 exemptions.
Yeah, me too.
And I do everything I can to get the largest return possible. Okay. We always use a family friend of ours that does taxes. And he does it for the whole family. $200 is what I got back this year. And it's because in his words, I didn't make that much money in the grand scheme of everything, but I have too much taxable income. Because I've only been at the company for a year, I didn't start putting money into like a 401k with them, and so I have too much taxable income that they're taking out of like my salary.
That's crazy.
It's like
that sucks. Yeah,
I'm still paying in way more than I ever did in taxes.
Yeah,
and I'm getting back way less.
Yeah, we go to someone too, and like last year, Alyssa consistently gets like $3 grand back. I'm like, holy shit, how do you get that back?
My God.
Yeah, like the year before we started, year before this last year, I saw her tax return. She got like $3 grand back. Like, holy shit, she was by herself. Obviously, she's single. I don't know what she got last year. I got away scot-free last year where I didn't get any of the. At the time, I didn't get any of those bonus checks. What are they? Those
COVID checks.
Yeah, the COVID checks. I didn't get any of them because I was not dependent or whatever.
I think I got like $400.
When the tax lady came and I was on unemployment, she's like, worst case scenario, you'll come away clean. You're gonna get the COVID checks, but those will pay for your unemployment thing. So you might just have to pay nothing. I didn't have to pay for any of my. I didn't have to pay taxes in, and I got the money. So it was like, holy shit.
Really?
Yeah. Now it's just like, now you pay $800. Like, what? Why?
Is this your first year being taxed as a married couple? Because I don't know. I don't remember if we were married. We filed married, we're married but filed separately. Okay. I think that's what we did. And I think that's gonna be our plan coming up.
Yeah, because that's what she said. Like, that's your best option. Mm-hmm. Like, really? Okay, fine, whatever.
And I think that's what my parents did too. They're married and they both file separate.
Which, yeah, so then I'll have to, because I picked up a second job here just to work on the weekends. I'll have to check out my paperwork there because I just started working like a month ago. Which is like, honestly, it's just like pay a bill. It's like I work at a pizza place. I literally make pizzas and chop vegetables. I've made probably a grand total of 10 pizzas my entire time. Like, honestly, I've made more pizzas for myself than not really.
I did not okay. On me.
What?
Because we went to grab pizza from you. Yes. I knew the pizza was take and bake.
Yeah.
Right?
We won't say where it is, but yes.
Yeah, it's a lot of. I realize a lot of pizza places are doing this take and bake style now.
Do you know why? You know why? So like Papa Murphy's is take and bake and stuff like that. Do you know why take and bake? Food stamps.
Really?
That's why we came so.
Oh, because they can't buy hot fresh food. Yeah, it has to be.
So that's why that's why Papa Murphy's came so prevalent in like the early 2000s. Food stamps.
So.
That's what my boss told me. He was like, oh.
I knew the pizza was gonna be take and bake. I didn't know the fucking wings. I still haven't eaten them. Yeah, they're still in my fridge.
Cook them.
No. I'm not gonna. First of all, I told the motherfucker I want buffalo. I want buffalo wings.
Oh, did he not give you buffalo sauce?
So we said I told him, I go, hey, I want buffalo wings, and then I was gonna do like a side of ranch, right?
Sure.
And he's like, okay, and he rung him up, and he's like,
coworker, not me.
No, coworker, separate from you. And he's like, all right, what sauce? And I'm like, oh, what sauce on the side? So I said ranch. So he gave me the frozen wings with fucking ranch. Nothing else.
Oh, that's what it, yeah, I mean, that's what it is. They're not buffalo wings. They're just called wings, yeah. Yeah. It's, honestly, that place it's fine.
The pizza was delicious, dude.
The pizza was great. It's been really good. It's just, it's really expensive for it.
The pizza was fantastic.
It's just really expensive for a place that doesn't cook the pizza.
Well, and so you brought up Papa Murphy's because earlier this week we went, okay, let's go get pizza again. We're not going to go get take and bake, right? We're just going to order pizza. Mm-hmm. We ordered from Papa Murphy's because it was very slightly closer than Domino's. Fucking take and bake.
Did you forget that?
Fucking didn't even realize. He hands it to us. He's like, well, on the phone, he's like, yeah, it'll be done in like half an hour. I'm like, oh, sweet. Gucci. Because I just called and ordered. And he's like, yeah, it'll be done in half an hour. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's pretty good. I get there. He hands me the fucking frozen pizza. I'm like, what took you half an hour? You fucking threw cheese on here and some pepperonis. I was livid, dude. I came out of there and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. I almost went to the Domino's down the street.
Yeah, it's funny because they have a lot of just cool pizza names. Like they have a pizza called Everything Is Awesome. It's literally a reference to the Lego movie. Everything Is Awesome. He told me that. He's like, yeah, one of my kids watched it religiously for a while, so we just named a pizza after it.
That's cool. That's fun.
And it's just like pretty much like a deluxe pizza. We call it. That's pretty much what it is. But we get a lot of like custom orders like I want sausage and cheese or just this and that. Mm-hmm. Some of the saddest pizzas I've seen is literally one time we had a person came in, had a gluten allergy, So they wanted cauliflower crust.
Oh god.
So it's a small, like 12-inch crust.
Automatically sad. First of all.
Which is Alyssa and I bought one. It tastes fine. Just
Okay.
No different, honestly. But it's just really small. You can only get in 12-inch.
Okay.
Sauce and pepperoni. Like, oh, dude, that's so sad. Here's your pizza. And then right after that, maybe a day later, or the next day I worked. Same thing. Oh no, they wanted, they just wanted sauce on crust, but not the sauce that has seasoning in it. Yeah, it was the same thing because they say they had the gluten and the lactose issue. So they're like, there's the seasoning you use has lactose in it, and so we literally just like tomato sauce, almost like tomato soup, kind of. It's a little thicker than that. Put it in there, add some water, add seasonings. It tastes great. The lady's like, do you have lactose in there? So can we get sauce straight from the can? So we have to open literally a separate can. It's literally like this giant jug.
Oh
we
my
have to open
god!
it so we can take a scoop out of it and put it on our fucking pizza. It's like, I was looking at him like, yeah. We literally charge for a full price pizza.
Why at that point do you
go there? Yeah, right.
Yeah, why do you go and get pizza?
Yeah, like
there are so many other options.
Yeah, absolutely. This was me. How dare you? Yeah, fuck you. No, yeah, it was really sad, honestly.
I get it's difficult. I imagine it's very difficult to go anywhere, right? And you have to special order.
Oopsies,
and you gotta do all that. But
this is one I wanted. Shit, I don't want a video. You can't see my video. But I need to see his video. Hopefully he answers.
Oh. But no, why would you go?
Yeah, I don't
especially because it is a kind of a spendy pizza.
Yeah, they are expensive. Yeah, we live in a very very kind of rich neighborhood, honestly. That it's just like people, and they do it. And it's crazy how that place exists. Okay, we have a special guest star.
Whoop whoop.
I say star. It's
very special.
No, he's special, right?
Thanks, Travis.
Yeah, you're welcome, buddy.
Can I monitor your manager as we speak? I'm sure you are.
Careful, I'm shirtless.
Yeah, are you?
No.
What kind of stream are we running?
Austin. There he is. There's his face.
It's his face. Oh my god.
I'll make it a little smaller because his head's really big.
It's so delayed compared to the actual stream.
Probably like 30 seconds or so. Probably. Don't watch the stream. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah.
Welcome, Austin. Actually, the green screen's working out really good, surprisingly enough. I can take
I really like it. Yeah. Double penetration.
Like a green, do you just have like a green wallpaper pulled up?
Yeah, that's all I have.
Works pretty well.
It works really well.
Actually, yeah, it looks pretty good.
Why did I think of this years ago? Damn it!
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Jesus.
Well, this is Austin. Welcome, Austin.
I wish I could see you guys and it's not a 30-second delay.
Here. I can figure that out if you want.
If we talk really slow, it's not like a delay. Figure it out.
Let's see here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's better.
You need to stay where you are, because you're on camera. Oh, see that? I don't want to do that. Put that back.
That's not so bad.
There.
Wow, your webcam is awful.
It's a laptop webcam. I can't do anything about it. It's probably also internet stressed out. So, Austin, how are you?
I'm good. It's fucking cold outside.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's like 1 degree outside.
I went to the gym this morning, and I was steaming when I came out. It was just like...
Yeah, it's fucking cold.
On my way here, my fuel pump was yelling at me because I have low gas in the truck, and it was you could just hear.
Honestly, go fill up sooner than later.
I know.
Because it's getting worse and worse. Like all those fuel pump signs, not all of them, a lot of them, they're just like an image that you load up on the screen, and so my work makes those. So I literally have to go into Illustrator or Photoshop and change diesel to 450 or whatever, and it's just a picture, and then export as a picture. And so when the you know,
It's $5 here, boy.
or whatever it is, you know. So so I this last week, they're like, yeah, you need to update it from 450 to 550. So it took me a half an hour
Ooh.
to update all the prices, and I just send it to all these gas stations because they just uploaded that image. And so they're gonna be calling here in a week or probably in this next week. It's like we need the 650. It takes me about a half an hour to export all those up there.
We have drivers that are out in California that their prices are $7-8.
Yeah.
And they're semi drivers, so they're filling up on hundreds of gallons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it's like $1,000 per fill.
Yeah.
I know in California, $4 or $5 per regular unleaded is pretty normal there.
That's crazy.
That's normal, and that's high around here.
Yeah.
It's listening to TikToks and stuff from in Europe and it's everybody's getting hosed for gas.
Well, and I mean I can understand where they have such a high population out there that you're just not gonna not buy gas, right?
Yeah. I'm just hoping that.
Fill a laundry basket full of gas.
There you go. I'm just really hoping it's not going to drop that much if it does, but when summer rolls around, because it's usually always higher in summer because people are traveling, so they're gonna buy it anyway, type of thing.
Yeah.
Except for in 2020, it was low. It was fucking sweet. But
yeah, well, I'm not excited to put gas in my other car.
Yeah,
you're.
Is it another 20 cents higher?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stupid Supreme.
Yeah.
Bro, I drive 2 6-liters right now. I'm feeling it.
Oh yeah. I'm glad I have a Sam's Club membership because it's 40 cents cheaper a gallon.
Oh, dude, I'm tempted almost to just go back and renew a membership.
It for $45 a year, it pays off real quick in gas price.
Yeah, I'm hoping that because I would love to do a road trip, come, spring or summer, late spring, and go rent a van. I was gonna rent a van, like a 10, 12 person van, and go on a road trip. But it was gonna be somewhere short, so Mount Rushmore or Yellowstone.
You know, what'd be cool is getting almost like a cargo van or something, putting up a screen in it, and just have a little couch in the back, and so you're driving, you get to a destination right for a rest or whatever, you can play games and
Yeah, that can all happen. I literally just have to find a van. I want to do a road trip before my lease is up, so that if I want to, I could trade in my vehicle for a van, a passenger van.
If you buy a fucking passenger van.
It wouldn't be. I would try not to get a white one, but they're all white out there.
I'm gonna spray paint candy on the side.
Those transit vans are all freaking white.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna spray paint candy on the side of it.
Yeah. So, but if the worst case scenario, if I would go that route, and I'm still at my current job, I would get some decals and wrap it or type of thing. Do a.
It's expensive.
Not really. Actually, it's
really
no. Honestly, to wrap a van. A full-size van would be $2,000.
Well, I guess it's different than going to a custom shop and vinyl wrapping my vehicle, right? Because it'd be
depending. Honestly, it's not that much. I looked it up. I'm we're stupid cheap to compared to anything else.
Really?
Why are we so cheap? We should be fucking going way higher than this.
I'm gonna go you guys.
Yeah. It's just
car.
So I would my thought is if I would do that, to go the van route and buy a white van, I would do a mountain silhouette on the side of the van, and there's black vinyl on the side of it.
Awesome, I'm gonna pay to wrap your car pink. Just shaking his head.
No.
The pink STI?
I don't know. My car just got much more valuable. Subaru just announced they canceled the internal combustion STI for 2022 model year.
No way.
Yep. They're going to hold off and wait until they can make an electric one. So let's just say my STI and all STIs got much more valuable.
Well, and you also have a 2014, the last year of the hatch, right?
Yeah, so that also makes it more valuable. And it's pretty low mileage.
God, I love your...
So
I saw that this morning. It was Subaru Corp came out with a thing saying that, yeah, they're canceling the 2022 STI and only doing the WRX.
Okay.
Until they can make it electrified.
So, yours was the last model, and then they said they announced they were going to bring it back, and now they've canceled it. Is that what I'm getting?
They have a new. They redesigned the car.
Sure.
After 2014.
Yep.
And that's kind of the body style they've been rocking for since 2014, 2015.
Sure.
Because his
So
Austin's STI has a hatchback, which is the last year that they did the hatchback model for the STI itself, which is the best model. I feel was the hatchback looks gorgeous. Personally,
that's why I got it. But yeah, and then they didn't make a hatchback. They only did a 4-door sedan, and that's the one with like the big wing on the back.
Which they're still great.
I like the new sedan. I like those a lot. But yeah, those also got because they quit making the 2021 model year.
And so now they've postponed. Then is what you're saying? They postponed it now.
Yeah, because they came out with the 2022 WRX, and then it always was like 6 months delayed until they did the STI.
Mm-hmm.
But now they just straight out said they canceled it or they're postponing it until they can fully electrify it. And people don't really want it electrified.
Which I don't blame them because a lot of car enthusiasts right now they're not. What the new is it 350 or 370Z that they're coming out with that they didn't go electric, did they? They're still sticking with combustion models.
Turbo V6.
Yeah.
The 400.
I know show it to Austin, but have you seen the electrified Silverado?
Yes.
It looks like the Avalanche.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would just call it the Avalanche.
It looks
Avalanche
dog. It looks dog.
I wish they would
like
just call it the Avalanche because it has all the same shit. Like the window, the back window pops out. You can drop it down to have the bigger back end.
I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion from me. I like certain models of electric cars. Well, and like if you look at like a Tesla, the new unreleased Tesla Roadster or the Model S Plaid, I think they look fantastic. They perform really well. Mm-hmm. It's super cool to see where we're already at with electric vehicles, but like the new electric trucks, Ford, Chevy. I think did Toyota announce an electric truck? They look dog. They look like ass.
They've announced. Like
I don't.
the
maybe
Ford,
Toyota has them.
Like I don't think Toyota. I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything. They could. I think the Ford Mach-E looks better because it literally just looks like a F-150.
I can agree with that. It looks better than the Chevy variant of their electric truck. I do not like it whatsoever.
Chevy, or like all electric trucks just don't look great.
Austin, what's your opinion on the Mustang Mach-E?
Those are out, right?
Yeah,
I saw them driving.
Yeah, I've seen. There's someone driving around Maple Grove here with one.
I believe there's one in Sartell.
I don't know if I saw one. I saw it in St. Cloud, and it has the same like the loading like tail light when it turns.
Yeah, because it's a Mustang when it shouldn't be. But
okay, and that's what I agree on. I hate that they called it a Mustang.
It shouldn't use the Mustang branding because it's not a Mustang.
It's not, and it's even more of like a. It's not a sedan, is it? It's a.
No, it's like a crossover almost. It's like the same size as a new Trailblazer.
Oh yes, that's okay. That's what it was. It was that's why I've seen issue with it. It's really big.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, that's why.
It's not a car. It's not a car at all.
And that's why, and I don't think they shouldn't have used the Mustang name, primarily because it's electric. I think it's because it's that crossover body style.
The only
just
thing
doesn't
that resembles
fit
a Mustang is the front, like bumper grill, looks kind of like the newer Mustangs, and then the rear sequential taillights. That's it.
Yeah. No, I'm not a fan of it whatsoever.
I like it once you get to like the Mustang Mach-E, like I think they have like a GT version of the Mach-E. Like it gets a little bit more aggressive looking. It's cool, but it still shouldn't be a Mustang.
No, I agree.
And then after going to SEMA and seeing the Drift Mustang Mach-E, like the 1200 horsepower, like it can switch all-wheel drive to rear-wheel drive, like the drift car. That thing's cool. That thing deserves to be a Mustang.
I know you were.
Blow the doors off of any Mustang.
I know you were talking. The value of the STI is going up because they're no longer doing combustion. I got you one up. My car manufacturer doesn't exist anymore, so.
Holden's just straight gone, and ever since then, those cars have gone straight to the roof in value.
Oh, dude, I could resell mine for probably a $5,000 value right now.
The what?
Oh, yeah.
The
Pontiac?
GTO.
Yeah. I'm thinking
Yeah, you
about
can make the money.
when my lease comes out, just because I've seen all these dealerships have hard time finding vehicles. It's like taking my lease will end. I'll buy it or start doing payments on it then, and then like sell it to another dealership and get more for it. Because I'm not gonna be able to trade it in there and get anything for it. But I could trade it in somewhere else and put a down payment on a vehicle.
Go to a different dealership and trade it in, and then see what they give you, and you can haggle with them a little bit.
Because like I know I put my car on Carvana, or showed it see how much it was worth, and it'd be like they're gonna give me $4,000 to $5,000 extra than what I owe on it.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, that's another down payment. I don't have that money to put a new down payment on a vehicle. That's way better.
I even looked at my Forester. I could get like, God, what they say, like $7,000 for my Forester yet? I was like, this thing's got 175,000 miles on it. Are you serious?
So I think that's what I might do come this summer when like it ends. But I'd like to get a either a small truck or, like I said, the van would be great for road trips. But we don't be able to do road trips in like summer, spring, fall. And then I'd be the dude with the really creeper van driving around St. Cloud.
I want a Tacoma. I want something with a small box that's big enough for the four-wheeler.
Tacomas are fantastic. I love the
They're
Tacomas.
sweet-looking trucks.
I
I want a brand new Honda Ridgeline. I like the Ridgeline a lot.
I lost a lot of respect for you just there.
The new Honda Ridgeline looks really cool.
God.
All-wheel drive. God, what is it?
Travis, I'm gonna show up with a Honda Ridgeline.
If you do, I'm no longer your friend.
That's all right.
I don't know. I think they're a cool truck because they're very versatile. They're the Avalanche before the Avalanche was a thing.
And the Avalanche is awful.
What are you talking
The
about?
Avalanche is awful.
My parents had an Avalanche for like 10 years. I think it was great. So many road trips on that thing.
Oh, they're freaking ugly.
What are you talking about? They were great. The Honda Ridgeline doesn't have that stupid thing anymore.
Yeah, Ridgeline's hardly a truck. You can hardly call it a truck.
It's more of a truck than your truck.
Did you see my new truck?
I suppose you don't have that truck anymore.
Yeah, Austin, I sold my S10.
Yeah, I know. You said that. That's awesome.
I sold my S10 and now I drive a 1500.
The new one doesn't. It looks like a normal truck.
Ouch.
It doesn't look bad. I still don't. Earlier
thing
models
with-
of the Ridgeline are fucking dog.
Oh yeah, I don't like the earlier models, but the newest one,
This is
if you get the right trim.
If you're
it's
buying a
really nice.
2022 Ridgeline, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it wrong apparently. Because I can't afford a fucking 2022.
Yeah, you just take a little loan and
Yeah,
Yeah,
take it.
sell it.
$40
Loan on
grand
loan.
for a 2022 Ridgeline.
sell the kidneys and.
No, I think I'm gonna be rocking the Forester for a little while.
I would much rather pay $60,000 for a new Toyota than $40,000 for a new Ridgeline.
The Toyota Tacoma is at least a truck. It is a separate.
Do you don't think the Ridgeline and the Tacoma are in like the same thing?
No, they're not.
Really?
The
The tu-
Ridgeline is in the same category as like the Hyundai Santa Cruz.
You don't think like the Colorado, the Ridgeline, and the Tacoma are not in the same thing? Like,
I wouldn't put Tacoma in the same category, no.
because like the Tundra is their next
Tacoma-
one. It's the full size truck. It's
Yeah,
the
the
mid size
Tundra's a
truck.
full-size truck. And then the Tacoma fits in with the Colorado and like the GMC Canyon. And then the Ford.
Oh, you say the-
fucking Ranger.
Yep. And then they've got the Ford Maverick, which
Yep.
I would say fits in with.
Is that cheaper than? It's just a cheaper F-150?
Yeah.
Because it
And
just
I
has
think
steel
they used
wheels,
it-
like
Yeah.
really cheap looking wheels.
I think
bad.
they used a unibody design again, where it's like a car. There's no separate frame.
Okay, so you're just saying it's like smaller. It's still the Ridgeline is still small. Oh.
And they have
Generally,
lower
when they-
hauling capacities. That you can't tow as much with them.
Oh.
Can't put as
When
much
they
in
go to a
them.
unibody, so it's just like a car or like your Jeep. The frame is built into the body. The towing capacity goes down.
Got it.
Where a standard truck, the
I-
box, the body, and the frame are all actually separate
I
components.
got rid of it.
That's why you start seeing these really old model just shit pickups that are kind of like bowed in the middle where the box meets the cab. It's because it's a separate piece.
It's all
inside of it.
separate. Yep.
Got it.
And it's just rusting away and slowly giving. That or they overloaded the shit out of it. Put a boulder in the box.
See, I like the Ridgeline because it just had a bunch of stuff on it already that I didn't have to worry about. Like the option came with like the roof rack on the top, which obviously you don't need it as much because you have a bed.
Buy a TRD Tacoma.
Hey, that's also an option
I would
too.
honestly just look for a standard, like a fucking 07 Tacoma still going for like $15K.
That is true.
See, I cannot buy that old a vehicle. I have such bad luck with fucking vehicles. I can't do it. I don't know why. I touch a vehicle that's old, it throws up on me.
Meanwhile, I haven't driven anything for so long. That's under like 15 years old.
Like I got into my accident with the freaking Pontiac, and then I went and got I had a loaner CRV, and I got the Cobalt, and that died on me, and then I had the other CRV, and that thing was dying on me, and so there's like fuck it, I'm getting brand new, and so I just had a lease on it, and it's fine. So I'm looking at it from the last like 8 years old is what I'm looking at, because I was like I don't want to deal with anything. I just can't. I'm so bad at just I have bad luck with that.
My dad recently got a 2017 Tundra, and it was a used truck with decently low miles. It was like 40,000 miles that were on it. So he got he actually got a pretty decent deal. But he was driving this truck that I drive now. It's an 03 Chevy 1500. So it's pretty old. But
those things go forever though.
Oh, dude, it's fantastic. It's got 210,000 on it right now.
That's
still
low for that.
Still fucking trucking. But no, like the amount of options that the new Tacomas, Tundras, and just new truck platforms in general come with now, like electronic options, is fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I really like, and if I did get an older vehicle, I was going to put in a touchscreen radio in it, because I do
replace the head unit.
Yeah, because I do like having like my access to the GPS,
Android Auto,
yeah,
and all that stuff.
that's one thing I'm putting in the Pontiac is the new head unit with Android Audio and hopefully GPS with it too. But
if he has Android Auto, you can just use Google Maps.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I use.
But yeah, like new trucks are insane. My dad's got a 2021 Ram 1500 Limited.
Mm-hmm.
It's got like the Tesla touchscreen in the middle.
Yeah,
that's
huge.
crazy.
It's so all of the like heating, cooling of the cab and everything are just via the touchscreen.
That's cool.
It's sweet.
Is there any physical buttons on it?
There's a few, yeah.
I've heard like people don't like the fact that some of them don't have physical buttons, and so like
home button or something.
There's like no knobs, so like there's no volume, so it's just touch.
Oh, really?
It'd be kind of annoying. It's just like you don't know, you can't like.
Well, the steering wheel is full of physical buttons because Dodge has all the buttons like you can control with your fingers on the back of the wheel.
That's kind of
so. There's a lot of.
You didn't know that my car has that.
Oh really?
Yeah, I can do volume. There's up and down on both sides. Usually it's one's volume, one's like changing the radio station, and they have a center button that I can choose like changing my selected radio stations, and then just like scrolling through whatever input. So
in other words, you have an Xbox Elite controller for a steering wheel.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you can double jump YY no scope shimmy.
Yeah.
Your car just fucking freaks out.
Yeah, it doesn't
just
like that.
Gets fucking drop shotted by the car over.
No.
Oh yeah, I should peel off my webcam and show you my computer since I put a different cooler in it.
Oh, that's right, because your old cooler is going to.
It's gonna fucking drop
Jordan's.
it. Oh, nice palm.
Oh. I
do too. I did too. He was on there last time. So honestly, I can't see a thing.
Oh my god.
Discord doesn't like it. Hold on.
Oh, doesn't it? Doesn't it like all the lights?
No, Discord's just being stupid. It did it with Cody last week too.
So what model cooler did you put on there?
Arctic something.
It's a Arctic Liquid Cooler 2 360. So like the radiator is like hella thick, but it's got a little built-in fan to help cool like the VRF.
Well, that's really cool, Austin.
Wow, yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, that's. I was telling Jordan, because a lot of us are talking about building like smaller LAN PCs to bring with us, when we go over to your guys' place or just coming over here, and I'm starting to more lean in the direction of I don't want to build a whole separate system. I think I just want to go smaller form factor for what I already have.
Sure.
Something that's obviously gonna fit the beefy. I got a 3080 Ti. Thing's fucking huge, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're just massive now.
the height case that Jordan got
That case.
would work perfect.
Have you seen pictures of that with my 2080 in it?
Mm-mm.
It barely fits. Like,
Oh, really?
That top cover that has a handle on the top there. The top cover has to come off in order for it to. I have to like put it in or down, go through the top and then slot it in. It barely fits.
But one thing I've really been wanting to do, like when I was with the idea of doing a LAN PC, was doing like one of the Dan cases, or Lian Li is now producing such small, similar cases where they've also paired with the same manufacturer for the Dan cases.
They got like your dual chamber design.
And putting like a small portable screen that mounts on the back of the case. So
I also thought about doing that. Yeah.
And I wonder if they have an option to like you can 3D print a basically just something that it sits in, right? But I know, is it Acer or Asus or one of them makes a portable 240 hertz refresh rate 1080p screen. And I think it's decently expensive. It's like $500-600 for the screen itself.
Right. But it's just you're paying because the extra engineering went into it being.
Yeah, and it's the portability which you could
be a decent panel.
Yeah, and you could say any screen is portable in that sense, but it's small and thin enough that you can basically make it work anywhere.
So.
Yeah, Jordan, you got all your stuff for upgrading your crap tomorrow?
Everything other than like fans and stuff, but yeah, we'll eventually get those figured out.
I did buy the ARGB version of this cooler, so it came with 3 ARGB like fans. I took those off because I'm going to put those in my other computer when I go to the height case. Because they just plug in via the standard like 3-pin RGB header off
there
the
it is.
board.
It's like it barely fit.
Oh, cripes. Jeez. And I don't like when I swapped the 3080 Ti out, or when I switched the 1080 Ti out for the 3080 Ti, it wasn't that much longer in a sense.
My 3080 is actually smaller than
overall.
that.
Yeah, it's very beefy. It was long enough to the point where I had to remove the radiator from my water cooler, put it in, and then put the radiator back in, because it was rubbing on the fins of the radiator while I was trying to fit it behind the shroud put it on. So that was a headache. But no, I'm really itching to just do something new with it. I like my case.
Yeah, we'll see. I thought about it too, because like Alyssa will go like, oh, I was gonna play games this weekend when I go like to Austin to play on a LAN game. I'm like, well, play on my computer. I don't. Yeah. So maybe if I ever do like a full rebuild, because eventually I always go for that, some of the highest specs, and I don't need to anymore. We don't stream a whole lot. Mm-hmm. It's not. It doesn't. The technology is so much more powerful than technology to take the stream. You don't need a whole lot that anymore. Like my laptop's streaming this right now. The fans are on, but it's doing fine. I haven't dropped any frames.
Right.
And
hell, my laptop's got a fucking 8-core processor.
So maybe in the future I'll go with a mini ITX and I'll have 2 sticks of 32 gigs of RAM, and then like the equivalent of like a 3070, and because I don't always need to do a high tier anymore. Because all those top tier games, all those high those beautiful looking games need top tier processing. We don't play a whole lot of single player games.
Yeah, and when we do, it's not like we're playing it at someone else's place. We're playing it at our own house. Yeah. Right? So
I tell you what though, Elden Ring looks hella good when it's maxed.
Yeah, where's that gameplay you're gonna give me?
60 FPS. I didn't know you wanted it today. I thought you wanted it for like tomorrow or something.
It's fine. But yeah, I have some just basic Corsair thermal paste.
Because I use the rest of my
that's it.
Arctic Wolf or whatever thermal paste, or Arctic Silver. I have some thermal Grizzly though.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not too concerned. We'll have to do some brain scratching about how we're gonna mount the case. We'll be doing a podcast tomorrow, but it'll be out for next week. Austin will be coming over and we'll be doing that. So yeah, I think we'll end it there. We've gone for an hour and a half almost, so time flies. Probably gonna kick it over some Overwatch here in a little bit. We'll play some games until I have to go to work again.
I'm gonna clean and find some food. My parents are coming over.
Your parents are coming over?
My dad and stepmom, they want to see the place, and then we're gonna go get some food later tonight.
They haven't seen the place yet?
No.
Oh Jesus.
No. No, so I'm gonna do some cleaning and find some food for myself because I'm hungry.
Hide all the dirty stuff, Austin.
What?
He's gonna have to sweep himself under the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Thank you guys for coming. It has been fun.
Bye, Austin.
We will be back.
Yeah, that green screen looks great.
We'll be back next week. Bye bye.